Hi, this is Sansanmashi, and this is a very specific pick a card reading on am I correctly interpreting the signs from the universe when it comes to your person or my person, however the question's phrased. So, pretty specific. Not sure I'll title it exactly that, but I'll come up with something by the end of this video, or when I get it uploaded. So go ahead and choose a reading. Reading number 1 is this Moonstone Pyramid. Reading number 2 are these two. This one was on the ground. Pandas. So it might be like a cute little twin flame reading. Just real quick, the answer to that is, well, I guess it does depend on your situation. You're definitely getting signs from the universe if you're asking about them, if that's what you're asking. I hope it's all right that I say who well, I don't know. I'll think more about if I can shout out people or not. But anyways, reading number 3 is the raw amethyst cluster, and you guys can click the timestamps in the description below to get your reading. You can listen to 1, 2, or all of the messages in whatever order you want, however you're feeling guided to. Yeah, and so just like generally for all of you guys, I feel really trust yourselves with whatever messages you're getting. The universe wouldn't give you mixed messages for no reason. So if you feel like you're getting a lot of back and forth, maybe there's like a secret answer, like a bigger lesson to learn and something like that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started with reading number 1, the Moonstone Pyramid. So once again, I'm gonna be trying to follow my recent theme of doing really short pick a card readings. So these aren't meant to be like super deep. I'm just trying to get pick a card readings going to keep up with my schedule, and then eventually I'll kind of flesh them out a bit more again. The World. So this card comes out. So reading number 1, I'm just getting, yes, you're correctly interpreting the signs from the universe when it comes to your person because you have a lot of experience. We've all literally have all the experience we need. It's just a matter of finding it back within ourselves and realizing that we can trust ourselves in what we're interpreting and our beliefs. Of course, there's always learning, and we're always learning no matter what, but definitely the experience from your life is leading you to believe certain things when it comes to these signs. Now, our beliefs are really strong. Our beliefs create our reality. So, when our situations don't seem as good, yes, that has to do with other circumstances that aren't just ourselves, but we can shift the way we see things, and that will move us into different circumstances or around different energies. We can start to, I guess, choose what signs and synchronicities mean to us. It doesn't have to mean a specific thing. So the universe is giving you signs of confirmation so that when you form an idea, it's supposed to be valid, because any idea you have is valid, of course. Your thoughts, your feelings, everything is valid. You have a right to be here. So basically the signs that you get from the universe are from yourself. So ask yourself, what would I interpret if I received a sign like that? It's literally up to interpretation. It's up to you. So whatever interpretation you get, you're doing it correctly because you are you. And I love this. The Ace of Wands is on the back. The Ace of Wands is like inspired idea. So the universe will bring you these synchronicities to bring inspiration of like, what if I should have hope, What if I should keep believing in this person? Or if the signs are saying otherwise in your circumstance, if it's saying maybe move on to whatever that means to you, maybe they're inspiring the ideas of maybe I should do that. So whatever the idea is inspiring you to do, I think do it. And I think it's inspiring change. Ooh, it's exciting. So maybe you're getting some messages and signs from the universe to do something big. To provide something, I'm hearing life-changing, just because the Tower, the King of Pentacles, is a very earth sign. This is to me, this is being somewhere, providing something. So this big change seems to be like an offer, is what I'm getting. And then I'm getting that you get a lot of fear. So signs and synchronicities you'll pick up on will also coincide with all of your thoughts. So when you have anxiety, fear, and stuff, that's maybe why when you get signs, you're like, I think it's this, but I'm unsure. That unsureness comes from fear. Or you read a sign and it seems like a bad sign. The sign's not saying this is bad for you. The sign is saying this is your fear. The synchronicities you pick up on, the messages you'll get, they are just other interpretations of what you're thinking inside. So literally any signs you get from the universe are true, are accurate, because they are your signs. They are your synchronicities. They are your thoughts and beliefs manifested in the physical world. So Spirit is saying it's up to you to align with what you believe is the case. What do you believe is supposed to happen on your journey? And so I think that's where you get a little apprehensive. That's where you get, well, maybe I'm not sure. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I do know. That just adds more different voices in their head, or different opinions, or different directions you could take. And so once you really get in alignment with that, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a more decisive energy. Okay, yeah, this is the devil's energy. Once you can free yourself from that energy of fear, of negative attachment, letting go of the outcome, that seems to be the big thing here for reading number 1. And that might be a theme in readings 1, 2, and 3. I guess I'll find out. But it's definitely a theme for reading number 1. It's okay if this isn't resonating with you guys. It's totally fine. I am getting maybe these fears are connected to your negative attachments. Notice how they're both like black background theme. And these ones are both like sky. So it's like, yeah, uncertainty, not sure what it means. That's totally fine. The fear-based, the negative attachment-based, the feeling of like lack or not good enough, or like if it's not this, then I deserve this for some reason. That's not at all what the signs are supposed to be giving you. The signs and messages, yeah, they'll manifest a bit with this in mind, because that's a part of you. So it's up to you to release yourself of fear and negative attachment and say stuff like, yeah, I am worthy. I am good enough. I am worthy of love and like this journey, and to be here and do things and have someone who's gonna show up essentially, and have a person with like this situation. Like that's totally valid. Like what would the world be if it was just you alone? It is just you in the sense that you are part of the whole consciousness, like we are all connected. So it is you are connected, we are all one. But what makes it so great is we've got so many of ourselves to hang out with, to be with, So of course that should be a part of your journey. Why shouldn't you be with yourself, So hope that answers your question. I'll get one final card just to get a direction on this, the Hanged Man. And so whatever your signs are from the universe, they're supposed to help you. And then the situation, I'm getting you are in a time of pause when it comes to this person. Trust that this is helping you gain enlightenment on what this whole life thing is all about. Try not to get too funneled in on like, what are the signs about this person? Yes, you will get signs about the person, but you're getting signs about this person, about the universe. It's about more knowledge and learning. What are we really doing here? What is this all about? The answer to that, in my opinion, is love. I just want to do that heart shape. But like seriously, everything to me is about love and releasing fear and doubt and shame and guilt and all that stuff of lack. Like we should all feel super amazing and attractive and worthy of ourselves and who we are. And I think if the messages and signs are giving you hope, and that hope makes you feel good about yourself, like you're supposed to have something good happen to you, that's a good sign. That's definitely a sign that you're interpreting it correctly. If you're reading signs and synchronicities and messages like saying like, oh, you're supposed to hurt, or oh, this is supposed to be a bad thing, I hear that is, yes, they are manifested signs and synchronicities, but those are from this place. You can manifest signs and stuff from different places. You can manifest the same exact sign and interpret it one way or the other. When you can love the whole, love the darkness and the light. I just love these colors, like the color scheme going on. Once you can do that, you do find balance, and at this point in time, you find pause. So when it comes to this person, it seems right now, time of pause is the best place to be at. I want to see like, what did the signs want to say about where this may go? This is not for any particular future, like soon or far. Just what's the point of this pause? What does this help you attract? So it seems to attract to you the Four of Cups, and I saw the Eight of Cups. This is attracting you having an emotional opportunity to detach, to step away from anything that doesn't feel good. That's what this is for. This is to help you find missing opportunities that are right in front of you, that you need to take those first. And I'm just seeing like you need to take the first step to do that. And for some reason, or the next step, you know, we're always taking steps, but your next step definitely seems to be the idea of emotionally stepping away, moving on perhaps. That doesn't mean because the person you're thinking of isn't meant to be, but it might mean you are meant to learn more at this time. And that's okay. The King of Swords, I think like rationally you're like, I could see how I might need to learn more. It doesn't mean you're not ready for a romantic relationship. It just means you're not ready to be completely detached from this energy. We still have fears, doubts, or negative attachments perhaps. There's still things we don't understand quite yet about ourselves or our journey. And there's still more healing to be done. I know it's like, how much more healing can we possibly do? Forever. We can always be healing and working on our healing journey. So Spirit is saying like, you've got more healing to do. It doesn't mean like, oh, you're hurting, you're not allowed to be with this person. Of course you're allowed to be, but it's just things are over at the time, for the time being. You're put in a time of pause. The end has kind of either happened or is happening. And this is about letting that go so you can truly heal, move on, and go to the next part of your journey. So I hope that was clear on what this is about. And I truly think doing that does not mean we've lost the person or that we've lost the connection. The connection is unbreakable. I think doing this just really does allow us to heal. It is probably gonna feel quite victorious and quite amazing, getting through all that energy. The Eight of Swords, perhaps you're feeling stuck because you're getting so many signs and stuff. Maybe that's a sign that you're stuck. Maybe that's a sign that you might have to do the unthinkable and truly detach from this person. Yeah. And then a final message is the Ten of Pentacles. This is saying in the long run, you're attracting what it is that you want, what you're thinking about. So that person is special to you. Of course they're going to be there in the end game. Like, that's not even a question according to Spirit. Yeah, but you've got to let that go. You're not the one and only person who needs to get there. Everyone needs to get there on their own. It's like if you're trying to bring yourself to the person or the person to you, that's like holding on to extra responsibility. You only need to hold on to your own responsibility. It's like everyone was trying to go there already to this like home base, and you're going to meet them when you get to home base. Home base is where you are safe, is where you are at peace, where you have moved on from the past, detached from that Three of Swords, the heart with the three swords in it, from that Ten of Swords, from that Nine of Swords and the Seven of Swords, all those swords we got earlier. Like, once we can really let this all go, the past, and let go of connections or attachment to the connections, that's when we can move forward faster, better, because we were more weightless. We can go to our goals, our dreams, and when we literally get there, that's where we will be truly connected in the 3D world, where we'll really get into union with family, like soul family, which naturally includes whoever your person is. Yeah, in my opinion. So that's just my vibe that I got from this reading. Hope that helped. Lots of love and light. Peace out. It's way longer than I thought. All right, reading number 2. These pandas, yin and yang, possibly twin flame, if that's a term that resonates with you guys out there. So let's see. Are you correctly interpreting signs from the universe when it comes to your person? Four of Cups. I think, yes. I think the signs have been telling you that you're supposed to be doing something at this time, and maybe you're like not sure, or you don't feel like, you're like, how could that be? I don't think I'm ready. But yet the universe is giving me these signs. Wow, I got the same exact combo in reading 1, 4 of Cups and 8 of Cups. And so this is, Spirit says, we think you are ready to step away. We think you are ready to move on from these energies that don't feel good. I don't think this is about just your person. I think, same with reading 1, I think this applied to many things, but I kept it focused on the person. So for this reading, I'm just going to say I don't think this is necessarily about the person. This is definitely about things that don't feel good in general. And yeah, I saw this in the camera. I was like, 4 of Wands. So yeah, this is really good with Page of Pentacles and King of Cups. This is like understanding, like moving on and stepping away from things that don't feel good does not mean going farther away from your goal of coming into union. It's the opposite. That's how you get closer to your goal of coming into celebration, of union, of harmony. So I think you've been getting signs about that maybe you've actually been seeing a lot of 4s for some reason. The Hanged Man. And so I think you are in a time of pause when it comes to a certain connection that you're thinking of, this person probably. And I just think it's meant to be at this time. Wow, okay, Knight of Swords. So if you're in a time of pause and there's some sort of action you can take in terms of moving forward, Spirit is saying you should take that action. It looks like you're able to communicate something. If not to this person, there's something you can swiftly put your energy into. And I saw the 10 of Swords actually down here. You can put your energy into something to really conclude this chapter. The Hierophant, the 7 of Cups. It's like, I think you need to do more self-discovery at this point in time. Just because the Hierophant, to me, is like about doing what you think is best, about trusting yourself wholly. You don't question, you just know. You're like, I know who I am. This is who I am. This is what I would do. But it's with the 7 of Cups. So I feel maybe for some of you out there, you're like, okay, I think I know who I am, but I'm not exactly sure what to do. So I feel like you're like kind of figuring stuff out still. And that might be why you're not taking this emotional opportunity to really step away from certain negative emotions or unfulfilled emotions, things that don't feel right with you. I think you know they don't feel right with you. I think you know you want to get away from that energy, but I think you're not 100% sure what route to take. How do you do that? Because I think we're so attached to the physical 3D space where like, I'm in a situation in this ego, in this 3D world, like at this living place or wherever. It's like, there's no way I can get out of here right now. How is Spirit giving me an opportunity to do this? And perhaps that answer is through meditation. Like maybe there's different ways for you to step away energetically. There are different things you can shift in your day-to-day life that will start to move you further and further away from this mix of perhaps negative energy, or just energy that just doesn't feel good, or energy of separation, breaking that illusion that you're separated. We're never separated. We're always connected. But with our eyes, with our senses and what we can see, and seeing that the person's not in front of us, I'm sorry, the hiccup, not in front of us right now, that can kind of really get to us. Sometimes that can make us even more unsure because it makes us think, what do we do to physically get to that person? And Spirit is saying you just got to follow your heart and your mind, realign it, or come into alignment with your heart and mind during this time of pause. That will really help you. I hope this is answering your question. So if the signs and synchronicities have been saying stuff sort of like this, I think you're interpreting them correctly. King of Cups. King of Cups. So we're getting a lot of cups in this reading with the High Priestess. Spirit is saying you definitely are picking them up correctly. You're using your wisdom and your maturity to think about this. Like, you're like, yes, I know how my heart kind of feels as well about this person. Like, when I really look into it, this is how I feel. Yes, it's love, it's true love. And then it's like, even when I try to put that aside and be more mature and think more rationally and use my intuition, yep, I still get the signs and messages that this is true love. So it's kind of like in all aspects, I'm seeing that this is definitely love. That the only thing getting in the way of your interpretation of these signs is fear that maybe it's not. Maybe it's not meant to be. Or maybe it is love, but you're not meant to come together. And I think that's coming from your experience of loss. This is about recognizing what still remains. Love always remains. Wow, this is temperance. The temperance card is about healing these two cups. So it's like you and this person remain, and you and this person are being healed, tempered, so you can rebirth. You gotta accept that the past is no more, that what you guys once had, yes, that's gone. But Spirit is saying there is totally always room for opportunity for a new, fresh start with this person. And even if not with this person, there's always another. What is this card? Death. This is accepting things. You gotta accept where things are at. And allow it. Maybe you've been postponing the end for some reason. For some of you, that might just resonate with a few of you out there. The Lovers and the Devil. That's very specific, because I always tell people that these are like the same card, just like light and shadow. So this is definitely, I think, a true, obviously everything is true love, but you know, if you resonate with twin flame connection as like a label, as someone being like your counterpart, maybe you're more divine masculine and they're more divine feminine or whatever, this is a pretty strong message for those of you who are listening to this in terms of the idea of twin flame. And if not, or just like in the idea of like, oh, like we really complement each other. Spirit is saying, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Like you guys both have light and shadow and both come together balanced. You as individuals both have to be balanced, light and shadow and light and shadow. And then both of you can also come together with the two different aspects of yours that perfectly mirror for some reason. Like you guys are like the perfect example, you know, that light and shadow don't mean bad, they don't mean good, but it's definitely love both ways. Like let's say your light is that you are super social, and your shadow is that you keep to yourself. But the other person's light is that they are keeping to themselves. They love keeping to themselves. But their shadow is being around people. They feel very shadowed when they are super social. That type of balance where they thought one thing was good and the other was bad. They met you and you thought the other thing was good and one thing was bad. You know what I mean? That kind of, wow. So they're like light and shadow really are just perceptions, you know? I feel like this person, you met this person, you're like, oh, like literally, like it's literally like light and shadow really are the same thing. It's just your perception of a certain trait, of a certain thing. And so I think if that resonated, that should be like a really big confirmation for you guys out there that yes, you are interpreting the signs correctly. Maybe you're asking, is this fate? The Spirit says, yeah, it's fate. Whatever fate means to you. All right, love and light, guys. Take care. Peace out. All right, reading number 3, the raw amethyst cluster. Woo! Let's see what these messages are. Reading 1 and 2 were pretty interesting. I'll leave it at that because I don't want to be like, they were so good. And then like this reading is like, ooh. So I'm going to wait and see what kind of messages come out before I talk about readings 1 and 2. But they were pretty interesting. Ooh, Queen of Wands. You got a lot of creativity. You got a lot of psychic companionship and psychic ability. You know, if you don't have like a cat or like animals and stuff helping you out, definitely Spirit, the signs. I'm just getting right off the bat, yes, you're correctly interpreting the signs from the universe. Maybe through animals. That might resonate for some of you out there. For many of you out there, I'm going to be honest. For a lot of you out there, you might be seeing birds. You might be hearing crows cawing at you, you know, or into the universe. But, like, you're the one noticing it, you know? It's like, oh, hey, there's those crows there. Or one might fly and land by you while you're driving. And then, like, you go somewhere else. And then another crow shows up and lands right by you and stares right in your face. Or crows fly around you. or orange birds. I'm just listing mine, sorry. But like the point is nature might be helping you out, or wind or rain. Nature itself, you might just notice the weather is kind of guiding you for some reason. 8 of Cups. This came out for all readings. So maybe the signs are guiding you out of a bad situation. Not a bad, necessarily bad, but out of a situation that you don't want in your end game, that you don't want in the future. So you're stepping away from the past, moving towards the future, and you're doing this simultaneously in the present. So, nice. And then 5 of Swords. At least that's the attempt. That's the energy you're putting your thoughts into. You're like, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. I want to move forward. I want to move forward. And I'm hearing like, yes, yes, yes. And then eventually it's like, it's not working. It's not working. Like, I want to move forward. I don't think it's working. So I'm getting this kind of like, that kind of energy. And I'm just getting, keep trying, keep going. It is working. You will find clarity. These signs and synchronicities, you will find your own meaning and draw your own conclusions. You got this. You don't need anything else except yourself. You've always only needed yourself. You yourself got you everywhere in your life. With the support, of course, of all the other energy that's out there, which is still you, you know, because we're all connected. But Spirit really wants to commend you and let you know, like, hey, you're here for a reason. Perhaps you chose to be here and you are totally worthy of feeling good about yourself and saying, hey, I do know I can find the answers. And it might take time. It might take more lessons. It might take more experience in this 3D world. It might take more meditation. Everything takes time where we're at. And this is about, yeah, this is coming to an end. So this energy of constantly trying to find clarity, I'm seeing like that has been concluded. So either you guys are just needing like a few more confirmations, like, okay, I do know how to interpret signs. Like I can trust myself. Or you're already there and you're just at this reading, hearing the past a bit right now. Like, oh yeah, that I just did all that. 3 of Pentacles. So I'm seeing that you've been getting signs that have been inspiring you, like working on yourself is working. Okay, so I think that's maybe a big sign you guys have been getting, that what you're doing right now is working. It's like I'm doing stuff, I don't see if it's working, but I'm getting signs from Spirit that it indeed is working. So that might make you a little bit confused and a little bit wondering, but Spirit just says that's a part of the healing process. It's a part of that slow and steady to allow you to move on from these cups, these energies that were, think of them as like negative influencers. That might resonate with some of you out there. I don't know why I wanted to say it like that, but yeah, so you've been working on yourself, and I think you've been getting signs that this is working for manifestation. Just thought-wise, with how you thought it would work out, it's not manifesting the way you yourself idealistically would want it to, but it is working, whatever you're doing. The Emperor, yeah, you're moving forward, and this can be a big confirmation about your person that yes, you're moving towards this person, the world, by moving away from the remnants of this person, from the past memory of this person, from the once was of this person. So you might have been getting messages and signs from the universe about moving on from this person. Maybe like you always see, I don't know, chocolates, and chocolates is a sign that that's your person, your soulmate, your twin flame, the person you're talking about right now. And maybe recently, suddenly you don't see chocolates anymore, but you're seeing a lot of other stuff as signs and synchronicities. So that is like, to me, a sign that you're moving on from this connection, that you're breaking away from negative attachments to this person. I think this in turn helps you connect better with this person. And it also gives you the option of like saying like, I don't have to be stuck in this situation. I could be just fine, like moving on, stepping away. The Queen of Pentacles, because you'll always have the memories, like everything has built up till today. So even if you got together in this lifetime or not, everything that happens now, all the way up until this moment, was meant to be because you're here now. So, boom, it was meant to be. And so I'm just getting that you're going to be manifesting. Like, chances are you're asking these questions about are you interpreting signs about a person correctly because it's about romance. Could be about something else, but I feel this is probably a romance heavy reading for you guys out there. So Spirit is basically saying, yes, you are manifesting your partner, someone to be with. It starts with the self. And it starts with also, weirdly enough, being open to it, but letting it go and not looking specifically for that. Because that's to say that you don't have the way that connection would make you feel in different ways, you know? Let's say, like, I want that romantic partner because I want someone to spend my life with. Spirit is saying, like, well, what about other people that you spend your life with? Like, and so once you kind of realize everything you have, wow, is right here, this is kind of like the ultimate confirmation there that, like, you know that this is coming. That, like, just how any story goes, like, that the very happy ending where it suddenly all works out totally usually never happens until the very last moment in the movie. You know what I mean? Like these, all the characters in like a movie or in a book, like, the happy ending happens at the ending of the book. So you're getting there. It's a much longer book than you might have thought it would be, but you can see from your own experience, it makes sense that it has built for this long, because it's going to make it that much more exciting and enjoyable and worth it. And, like, you know, like, so another message is, like, be proud of who you are and where you are at your life, at your journey right now, and spend that energy with your loved ones, because we all have loved ones. And if you find yourself in a situation where you're truly alone, then you've got the universe, and just know you are not meant to be alone. Your soul family is out there. Like, it can be difficult to believe that, no matter what your journey is, no matter who you're surrounded by. I need to let my dog in. So that's definitely true for whoever's listening to this message, and for anyone, even if you're not hearing this message. There's not a single mistake, I guess, in this universe. We are all meant to be here, and I don't think any of us are meant to be apart from ourselves, because we're all connected. So why would we reject any part of ourselves? And that comes from needing to accept ourselves, and that can be difficult. We've already seen that when it comes to us, just one individual. So naturally, we can feel that way magnified when we think about, oh, do we deserve to be with other individuals who are other extensions of myself? The answer is, of course you do. Of course you deserve to be with the ones you love, to be with your soul family. And truly, that's everybody. That's all of energy in the universe. But it's a matter of, like, recognizing that and seeing that. And what better way to recognize that than with the people who we call soul family, the people who are in our direct lives. We're like, whoa, I relate to you, you know? Versus someone really, really far away. And I don't mean distance, but just someone, maybe you haven't met them, or you don't feel like you relate when you have a conversation with them, so you feel far away energetically. That's totally fine. That just means they're at a way different quadrant in, like, this collective brain, the consciousness of us all. So that was totally a tangent. But anyways, those are the messages for reading 3. Sending lots of love and light. Hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Take care. Peace out.